Hello and welcome back for another weekly book review on Gimme 5. Hey Missy, how are you today?
Hey, Elizabeth, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Creating those positive thoughts. We were joking around a little bit that we called this the Give Me 5 minute review, but well, give me five-ish.
Yeah, we kind of get carried away when we're talking about the books.
Yeah, but both of us being authors, and especially the book we're reviewing today is Marina Royale, and it's all about sea creatures. And we happen to have both of our books, Milo's Ocean Adventures, or of course the ocean. So we're big fans of the ocean.
Yes.
So today we're reviewing Marina Royale. It's a hilarious chapter book for kids. It's a series. So this is book one of the Saltwater Spy School. This is the first book, and most recently, I must mention that the second book was released, and it's titled The Hunt for the Red Octopus. And the author is Mata Wentz, aka Apricot Banks. We could chat more about the new book later, but let's start with our featured book, Marina Royale. Lucy, you want to tell us about some of the characters in the book?
Yeah, they're pretty interesting characters. Hubert is our main character. He is the hermit crab. And then we have Sparky the dogfish. We have Emma and Aiden, which are the kind of like the little scaredy cats. They're the panicky pufferfish twins. And then you've got Surgeon the sturgeon, or they said the surgeon wannabe. And then you have Olga, who is the polka dot octopus, who seems to be the bully to everybody.
Yeah, she is. She's just downright cranky and cantankerous, isn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty mean.
And you really grow to love Hubert too as well because I have a soft spot for for crabs in my heart. I love how they walk sideways and all the different little characteristics about crabs. But Hubert, he's left out of everything. So we begin the book where they're having a go fish game, card game, that Hubert's not allowed to play in. So he kind of, he walks sideways and he hides behind some seaweed and he kind of watches everybody. He wants to be part of it, but Olga is just really mean.
Yeah, Olga tells him he's too slow and he's too small and he's not a fish, so he shouldn't be playing in the game with him. That he's just always spying on him.
Yeah, and then she takes it one step too far. And, I have to mention that um, Herbert is a hermit crab, so he takes on shells. And his current shell, as he starts out, is a soccer ball, which is pretty cool. But also makes him very vulnerable because it was easy for Olga. She wrapped her long tentacles around him and starts playing loop-de-loop and spinning him around and getting further and further away from their safety of their home, which is called Rainbow Reef, heading towards the drop off.
Yeah, the drop off is sounds like it's pretty spooky. The twins had told him about it being a bottomless sea. You can't ever see the bottom. It's filled full of sea monsters. Of course, Olga's
Hey,
doing this because she's trying to scare Hubert because she keeps telling Hubert he needs to leave her and her friends alone because she's bullying them all the time, and he thinks of them as his friends, but um, he keeps getting pushed aside.
yeah, he does. And he's getting spun around and around by Olga, and she's just having all kinds of fun torturing this poor little hermit crab. But he figures out a way to escape his soccer ball shell, which of course pummels him to the bottomless sea
Oh
filled full of sea
yes.
monsters. And this is where Hubert's adventure begins, right? He's becoming
Yes.
a little spy. I guess kind of where he becomes the spy. So Missy, could you tell them what Hubert comes across?
Oh, he comes across this. It's funny when she's describing it. I'm trying to figure out in my own mind what it could possibly be that he's found, but it's like a little silver spaceship, but it's
Yeah.
got crab legs so that when he crawls in it, he keeps mashing buttons and there's lights all over it. It lights up and he gets in it. The top raises up and he gets in it, kind of like a spaceship, and he's able to put his claws down into the claws of this silver spacecraft. And that's how he operates it, is by moving his claws back and forth.
Right, exactly. So poor Hubert, he has to overcome a lot of dangers in the deep waters, but he definitely has some help from his newfound exoskeleton of a silver spaceship, like gives him some superpowers, right? Um,
Yes.
I really have to say that this is a great segue for children's chapters books, so they're working up from the fully illustrated books to actually reading chapter after chapter. There are some great illustrations that can really bring the characters home to the children. So I really enjoyed this book a lot. Um, and it's great to see too the hunt for the red octopus. So just a quick little blurb about that. So suffering sea monsters, can Hubert brave the storm? Meet Rainbow Roof's famous, fabulous fish kids. Aiden, the panicky fish, Sparky, and doggone friendly dogfish. Olga, the eight-legged bully, and her little sister Red. And Hubert, the tiny hermit crab with the skyfall of ambitions. He wants to be a super spy. The sea harbors monsters, ghosts, and worse. So, fortunately, Hubert has a secret weapon. Well, this is the new
Oh,
release, so I'm excited to go on and even read that book too, because I have to know more about what Hubert's up to. How about you, Missy?
I know. What is his secret weapon this time? That sounds pretty interesting. I definitely want to read it too to find out what this is.
Absolutely. And a lot more from our author too. She has some free little workbooks, activity books that she created for the kids that you can get from her site. So check the description box below to find out more about the Sea School, the Saltwater Spy School, and the two books that are out now for Hubert and his adventures. And grab yourself that activity book and grab yourself both of these books and have fun with the kids reading about Hubert and all of his great friends, spy friends. Final words,
Yes.
Missy?
It's a great book and I highly recommend it.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, we have had a great time here with you once again. Please join us again next week for our next.